body bags where horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer, and this evening I'll be bringing you the cult classic, the McPherson Tape. It's kind of not that the film itself is necessarily a cult classic, but more the enigma that wrapped itself around the film. So this is actually an Agfa and Bleeding Skull release, slipping through in the into the Vinegar Syndrome theme week here. So this is a film that's had a lot of notoriety over the years. I remember being like young, and it's like hearing about like these abduction films and horror films and banned films that you can't get. I remember like hearing about The Evil Dead, really wanting to see that, and being from the UK it was banned for many years, so I had no chance. And this is one that kind of, to a much lesser extent, it did make the rounds. It's like, there's this real abduction tape, this family, this real abduction that happened, and it's this film. We know that it's not real, but back then it was like pre-internet, born in 1980, so like very early doors of internet in the mid-90s. Talking about this sort of thing was like early 90s. Yeah, because this came out in 89, I think it was. So hearing about this and then not being able to get hold of it. I hadn't seen this until this release. Yeah, I mean, it's one that I just hadn't, I don't think I'd particularly looked for it, but I'd never found it. Yeah, it's like one of those films that you kind of forgotten about, keep dropping on your doorstep over like the last few years. It seems you have companies like Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, Arrow, Eureka, Second Sight, Scream Factory, all of these guys doing excellent jobs, especially Vinegar Syndrome, of these really kind of underground, low budget, and Agfa micro budget kind of films that you kind of heard a little bit about, and then they pop up and like, holy shit. So this is what we have. We get the McPherson Tape. Now I don't, being Body Bags, we review films. I don't really want to review this because I don't want to give more away than I'm going to give now, just generally talking about the film. If you've seen The Blair Witch, you have a very good idea of how this will be. Very loosely, we follow a family. Is this daughter, this girl, like it's her 9th birthday or something like that, and they're celebrating, they're having a meal. I think it's around Thanksgiving time or something. So this family, they're celebrating this. Okay, super basic. I mean, going into the story, the lights go out, so they go outside and they see an alien craft and some aliens, and then shit goes down. Really basic. That's all I kind of want to talk about. But this is very well, everyone talks about like Blair Witch. I remember going to see Blair Witch in the cinema, so right at the turn of the 2000s, so it's like 99 I think in the cinema. And I was one of the people that went in there not really realising that, because of how well it was marketed, it was like, is this real? Is this not? And I remember talking to my girlfriend at the time and like friends afterwards, I was one of the few that had the internet, so I went and checked it. It's like, it's fake, but it was so well marketed and things like that. You couldn't get away with that like today, sort of thing. Well, this didn't really have any of that kind of marketing or anything kind of like that. It had like Blair Witch, all its budget kind of went on that, and there's a couple of clever guys that run in that. And this had a much more super basic release, I think, of its time. But people say Blair Witch was like one of the first, and then people will go, no, you go back to like Cannibal Holocaust and things like this. But this really is kind of like very Blair Witch orientated, that they would have like followed, taken inspiration from this, definitely, I think. And it's I said it's super micro budget. Okay, I would say a little bit about aliens, that you do see them, and it's a bit of a shame because they don't look good. I know there's a bit of a, when they get on the camera starts to glitch out and stuff, but still they look a bit crap. They don't look the best, but there was no budget with this. But it's a shame. It kind of, I don't think the story needed it. It's kind of, now, I must admit, I've just watched this the once, and I think it was the director's cut I clicked on. So I don't know if when you see the aliens that they're on both versions or the director's cut. It's something I wish that you'd not seen, because the rest of the film doesn't need a budget. You're just watching this family, and they're scared, and not a lot's happening, but you get sucked into being with this family. There's people that say that the kid's annoying. I mean, she's no Bob, but she's just a kid. She's not really annoying. There's nothing kind of psycho annoying about her. It's just a normal family. So the patriarch is the grandmother, kind of, maybe she's like head of the family sort of thing, and then you have like the sons, and or it's just how it balances nicely. It's like not great acting, but it's kind of what makes it quite good. Is it's not acting. It kind of feels, you're just watching this family like filming this kid's birthday on a late night, and then all this kind of stuff starts to go down. But anyway, this is quite a lot of waffling on about really not going into the film. But I do recommend this. If you like the Blair Witch, I'd definitely give this a try. But if the Blair Witch, it's a good yardstick, and if that wasn't for you, this really will not be for you. Think of the Blair Witch, even smaller budget, older, so in the 80s, like, so worse camera, not in the woods, not quite as kind of as much excitement, maybe, like you're just watching the family kind of panicking about something that's outside of this one, but you do get sucked into it, and I really enjoyed this one. I thought this was great. So thank you Agfa and Bleeding Skull, and of course Vinegar Syndrome. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed our full theme week. Obviously it's been like the Vinegar Syndrome week, and we've had some really great reviews, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I've been posting these videos on a Vinegar Syndrome Collectors Facebook group as well, so check out our videos and check out that Facebook group. I've been part of it for a while and it's pretty cool. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you, bye bye.